People who live here say this is the worst. Whenever the dam is opened, the water does not reach even up to this level. Look at this person's corridor or their veranda or their porch, as we normally call it. Imagine the horror. You're in your home and then sometime water begins to invade. This is tied up near the Weija waterway. Across the street would be Tegu. Over there is a dog. That's a dog swimming in the water, trying to get to safety. I don't know whether its house is over there. I don't know if this dude is trying to go somewhere or is just taking a leisurely swim in the midst of this crisis. Many people have been cut off. This family is completely cut off. Their home is inundated. Water everywhere. This morning I'm at Tight Top near Titegu on the Weija Kaswa stretch. And guess what? Flooding. No, the rain hasn't fallen. It's just that the Weija Dam has been opened. So excess water is allowed to flow through and it is wreaking havoc. Now the interesting thing I want to point out to you is that when I got here, I came through that entrance. There was no water there. It was dry. The water was only up to this point. Now it is gradually surrounding this house. So I need to finish this report and bounce. Residents say the spillage has never caused this much destruction. Oh, see, water has almost covered that small island. It's just been 5 minutes. It's just been 5 minutes. Water was not up to that level. It's just been 5 minutes. The water is rushing in. Water has never really come this far before, ever. The last time was in 2006. It didn't even reach here. But today, October 4th, it's a Tuesday, they woke up to this. That uncompleted house we are looking at is usually the limit of the water whenever there's a spillover. And at worst case, it comes behind this wall, but never within the boundaries of the wall, all the way into the compound. This house is in trouble. The water is not actually from here, even though there's a threat of rain. The water is from higher ground in Sanwem, part of the eastern region. So from Sanwem it joins the Weija River and then trickles down. They are calling for storm drains to channel these waters in the event of a spillover. People trying to salvage their items, lifting them to higher ground. Many things are wet. Appliances, living room furniture, sofa, etc. I have here the gentleman that lives in this property. Chief, what be your name? Wisdom. Tell me what I mean, whatever you have to say, just say it. I'm speechless.
This is very bad. This is very, very, very bad.
Do you have property in there?
Yeah, I do.
So what did you have to do?
I just had to raise them up because it normally comes and it has a stage that it normally reaches.
Okay.
So I had to target that stage.
Yeah.
And raise them up.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing today here.
More than. So if you have anything to ask of government or the local assembly, concerning the construction of drainage, what do you have to say?
That will help a lot because we are pleading. That will help a lot. Yeah, that should be the first thought that will come into their mind. Yeah, by constructing a drainage,
big enough to accommodate the water.
I will stop all this. But seriously, it's becoming something else.
The level has actually gone up again.
It has gone up.
So how are you going? You will not be able to go back home. This is the entrance to your house?
Yeah, this is the entrance to my house. So unless it goes down.
Where would you stay? Where would you sleep? How are you going to find food to eat? What about work? Did you have to go to work today and you can't go? What's going on?
I won't be able to go to work.
Wow. Do you have family in there or you live alone?
No, I live alone.
Okay. Let's pray for the best. No life has been lost. Yes, we are thankful. See, I can hear people screaming in the back, right where my finger is pointed. There are people screaming over there. I see somebody in green shirt. I see somebody else in red shirt. And I hear women screaming. So what is happening right now is that the water level keeps going high. The water is still rising. And some of the residents are suggesting perhaps the person that went to open the sluice gates was probably angry or something, but it's not deliberate. There's too much water that can collapse the dam, so once in a while they need to let it go. And the water is not from here, eastern region in Sawam, then it joins the Weija from that far away place and then eventually finds its way to the sea. But then people have also built quite close to the waterway. They claim this part is not the waterway. The waterway is far away over there somewhere. It's actually, missing. If you have the benefit of the drone, you would know. People that live closer at Oblogo, across the water, they are all inundated. That whole place is cut off. They were trying to fill this place. You can see that mound of sand. They were trying to fill this place and reclaim the land. And anybody saying this, anyone in their right mind would not stay there. I can assure you, I walked on dry land when I got into this compound. On my way out, there is evidence that the water level is rising. Yeah, that's why they put the blocks here. The water was not up to here, it was somewhere down there. And now, steadily climbing. The waters are rising so high that this gardener's place will be inundated soon. The water level has gone so high. The gardener is not around to block the water from coming down. And the water level keeps rising. You remember the place where I was? I told you there was no water before and the water has suddenly come there. See this? The water level is rising, so the water is finding any excuse, any low ground to go to. Now see, this looks like an abandoned florist corner and the water is coming. So where I'm standing very soon will also be submerged. Oh, beautiful flowers. I can't rescue any because they belong to someone else. It's unfortunate. The water level is rising. There it is. As you can see, water traveling at terrific speeds now find their way over here, and this whole place will be flooded, so I must leave. Now the unfortunate thing about this corner is that there is no drain that will let the water out. Once it gets into this place, it will create a pond, and the water will sit here until evaporation takes over. So like you are seeing, the water will just come and sit there and go nowhere.